Heidi, Part 42. Mr. Seaman rushed up to her, folding her in his arms. "Yes, you have changed. How is it possible? Is it really true, Clara?" asked her overjoyed father, hugging her as she stood tall and firm by his side. His mother joined them now, for she wanted to see the happiness of her son. "What do you say to this, my son?" she greeted him. "Yes, indeed, I also must greet our little Heidi," said the gentleman, shaking Heidi's hand. "Well, always fresh and happy on the mountain. The child, what a great joy this is for me." With beaming eyes, the child looked at the kind gentleman who had always been so good to her. Her heart beat with joy. Grandmamma clapped her hands. "Heidi, come here." The children had joined her. "Oh, Papa, if you only knew all the things Grandfather did for me. It would take me many days to tell you. I shall never forget them all my life. Oh, if we could please him only half as much as what he did for me." "It's my greatest wish, too, my dear child," said her father. "I have been trying to think of something all the time. We have to show our gratitude in some way." Mr. Seaman walked over to the old man and began. "My dear friend, I am sure you believe me when I tell you that I have not known any real joy for years. What was my wealth to me when I could not cure my child and make her happy? With the help of the Lord, you have made her well. You have given her a new life. Please tell me how to show my gratitude to you. I know I shall never be able to repay you. Have you any request? Then please let me know." The uncle had listened quietly, and had looked at the happy father. "Mr. Seaman, you can be sure that I am also repaid by the great joy of Clara's healing," said the uncle firmly. "I thank you for your kind offer, Mr. Seaman. As long as I live, I have enough for me and the child. But I have only one wish. If this could be fulfilled, my life would be free of care." "Speak, my dear friend," urged Clara's father. "I am old," continued the uncle, "and I shall not live many years. When I die, I cannot leave Heidi anything. The child has no living relations except me. Would you give me the assurance, Mr. Seaman, that Heidi will never be left alone?" "My dear friend, there's no question of that," began Mr. Seaman. "The child belongs to us. I promise at once that we shall look after her. We all know that she's not fashioned for a life among strangers. She has made some true friends, and one of them will be here very shortly. Dr. Klassman is just now completing his business, and he tends to take your advice and live here. He has never felt so happy as with you and Heidi."